at the time. So
You
I'm in
know,
this hotel. I'm in this hotel room, and it's got this uh very African looking uh head to the bed. It's just gorgeous. I've been meditating looking at it. Let me show you.
oh wow, beautiful.
Isn't that cool?
It's very nice.
I
It's
mean, you know, if
very
it's in a
nice.
hotel room, they didn't spend too much money on it. So I don't know how they did it. It's really neat.
Yeah, it's very rare. Um, do you remember when I told you about the thunderstorm that was
Yeah.
starting?
Hmm.
Yeah, actually, I just said, be quiet, and somehow it stopped. There's no rain, there's no thunderstorm. It's quiet. It's like it never
Right.
happened. Yeah.
I think last time you said that we should do a guided meditation.
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about it.
Yeah. Maybe maybe that's a good idea. Let me get set up here.
All right.
I like to sit cross-legged sometimes. Meditate. I'm gonna drink my tea when I meditate. Is that okay?
It's fine. It's fine.
God
No
won't get
problem.
mad.
It's very funny.
Okay, let's do it.
Um, we are not waiting for anything to happen right now. Make no efforts to be or to do anything. Forget about the past. Forget about the future. And forget about the present. Forget about any story, the story of your life. Don't imagine anything. Have no images in the mind. And you are not waiting for anything right now. You are not expecting anything to happen. You are not trying. There's just a breathing in and breathing out, which isn't being done by anybody already. The breath can be seen. Thoughts can be seen as they are coming and going. Don't hold on to any thought or image. Don't even make an effort to be effortless. Just be. Simply be. No trying, no waiting, no thinking about the past or the future. Just this existence, which doesn't belong to anybody already. It just is. And forget about even the you, the imaginary you. Forget about all stories. Just simply be this, which is nothing already. What you really are is not a thing that can be pointed at, that can be grasped. What you really are can never be held in view, can never be seen. You cannot see what you are. You can only see from what you are. You are the unchanging. You are that which was never born, and it never dies. You are life itself. Life is already deathless. Life is already beginless. It never began, therefore it never ends. It is nothing, yet appearing as everything. It is already whole and complete. There's nothing missing. There's nothing lacking already. If there seems to be something missing or lacking, that's just a story appearing in it. What you really are is simply unconditional love. So every expression is already unconditional love expressing as that. So every expression is beautiful. All else is just a story. They are just stories. There is already no past here. There is already no future here. There is already no present here. There is already no individual here. There's just this vastness which expresses as what seems to be an individual. And when I talk about you, I'm not referring to an individual or somebody who's separate. I'm referring to this vastness, which is already whole and complete. This is already not two. This is already completeness, expressing as incomplete. This is perfection. This is no division. And this can never be found. See, it's already whole and complete. There's nothing separate from it to find it already. From its completeness, it expresses as things that are incomplete. This is already changeless, yet it may appear as the changing, or appear to change. This is already boundless, yet it may express as being bound. It's just how it expresses itself. Because this its true nature is boundlessness. So it can never change. There can be appearances which they may seem to change, but itself as it is already unchanging. It's already undivided. It's already whole and complete. There's already nothing sticking out. There's already nothing to look for. There's already nothing to find because there's no separation already. So there is never not this. And nobody knows what this is. There is nothing here that knows what this is. This is unknowable, which also expresses as knowing, or as the knower. But that which seems to be the knower is already that which can never be known. There can never be any real knower that knows something. It can only be just the unknowing expressing as that. So this is silence. This is undisturbed silence, which doesn't require uh, any noise to stop for it to be what it is. It's already what it is with or without any noise. What seems to be the people moving around is already that which is not moving, is already that which can never really be described, which is vast, boundless, expressing as people moving. There are no real people who are moving around. There are no brothers and sisters. There are no mothers already. There's just this. So Nkosi and Charles is also this which can never be known, expressing as that. There is no real Nkosi, no real Charles who are talking to each other. Even though in the story, it may seem as if there are people having a conversation. But that's as it is, it's just an expression of this nothingness. There's really nothing to talk about. In the story, they can be, it may seem as if there's something to talk about. But what that which is being discussed can only be just concepts, using words as concepts to describe that which can never really be described, to describe that which is nothing really, yet appearing as everything. So there's nowhere to get to, even though it may seem as if there's somewhere to get to, something saying, oh, I'm getting there. That, as it is, can also be seen that it's just also this saying, I'm getting there. It may even say, I have a question. How come this and that's, you know? But that's as it is. The one who's saying those words is just this vastness. It can never be any specific individual who can ask any question or do anything. It's just already that which is unknowable, which is undivided, saying those words. So every expression is beautiful. Everything is allowed to be as it is without judgment. This is unconditional love. Therefore, there is no judgment. Even to say no or yes, it doesn't really mean anything to this. Yet it is seen that it's just also this unconditional love, saying no or yes. This may take any direction. That which seems to be looking for this can never really find this, because all there is this. There's nothing really looking for this. It's also just this expressing as something looking. So there's no escape. There's no way to get to. There's nothing to find. There's no one to help. There's nothing to fix. They can be just noticing that all there is this. There's no separation. And that noticing doesn't belong to a certain individual. Something saying it belongs to me, that as it is, doesn't belong to anyone already. It's just this saying it belongs to me. I've seen this. In the story, it may seem as if somebody is really saying that is claiming to have seen something. People need to take notice because so and so has seen something. But that's just unconditional love, also saying those words. You know. So there's no judgment. Even what seems to be an apparent judgment is not judged here. Every expression is beautiful because every expression is already unconditional love expressing as that. What seems to be something looking for this, it usually collapses, and then there's always that recognition that there wasn't anything looking. Even the collapsing is illusory because really there is nothing to actually collapse because there is no division, there's no separation. All there is unconditional love, which is vast. Appearing as all things, yet as it is, it's nothing, it's formless and empty. It's not waiting for anything to happen. Yet waiting simply happens, but nobody's doing it. It's not trying, it's not expecting, it's not looking, doesn't know anything. There's no story. Thoughts seem to come and go from that space which isn't coming and going. The movement seems to happen from that space which isn't moving. Yet it is also seen that it is already that space which also appears as the movement, as the coming and going of thoughts. Yet itself as it is just not moving. It's not waiting, it's not searching, it's not seeking, it's not desiring anything, it's not imagining anything. It's not waiting for the next exciting experience or for the next moment. It is existence itself. It is already effortless and obvious to itself. It is already everything, yet it's nothing. So there's already no seeker seeking for this. Therefore, there's nothing to find. Because what seems to be the finder is already not there as separate from this. It is already just wholeness. All there is wholeness. There's nothing outside of wholeness. To find wholeness already. So you can never die because we've never been born. When the body collapses, it's as if nothing happened. There's no difference. Because what you really are is God.